Hey there everyone, and welcome to the NuclearCraft mod for Minecraft 1.2.5. And this is just a pretty good mod actually, which adds 2 new things which you can do with the game, and a few different items. It's quite complicated. So I've got all these chests to show you. Basically, yeah, the lowdown of it is that you can create your own nuclear weapons, and yeah, keep out because they're being made. So the first thing that I want to say is that uranium ore is added to the game. It is found underground in rare quantities, although you can create it. It's quite expensive, so I've got it like that. And if we put those in the crafting table, we can then create the, oh my god, you can create the uranium ore, and then this can be smelted down into uranium ingots. So you put it in a furnace and creates you some uranium ingots. From this you can create refined uranium as seen over there. So we got uranium ingot. You need 3 uranium ingots to create a refined uranium. So you got 1 refined uranium, and basically all this stuff is adding up to finally the end, where if we see over here we've got our nuclear reactor, and finally from that a nuclear bomb, and we've got some C4 as well. So if I just show you the lowdown of how to make the stuff which leads on to these. So next thing you can do from this is create plutonium ingots, which is 2 refined uranium and a glowstone. So we put 2 refined uranium in each corner, a glowstone in the middle. It gets you a plutonium ingot. From this it can be created into refined plutonium. So if we grab our refined plutonium and put it in a sort of X shape, our plutonium, and we put it in an X shape, we get our refined plutonium. I just want to say sorry about my cold, by the way, you may have noticed. So we'll come to this section at the end in a little bit. Next we move over here, and if we just set the time to day because it'll make it better. Next thing we'll do is create some graphite, and graphite is created by putting flint in a furnace. And if I show you that now, grab a flint, shove it in the furnace, it will create it down into graphite. From the graphite you'll want to create a graphite rod, so that's 9 graphite in a square. So if we could just get 9 of that from here, we put it in a square in our crafting grid, it creates us a graphite rod. So basically from 9 flint you can create a graphite rod. So if we just shove it in the chest over here, from this then you can create your reactor core case, and that's made by just 3 of these in a line. So we put them in a line and it's a reactor core case. Now you will need 2 of them, so I'm just saying for now you'll need 2 of them, and also another 4 graphite to create the nuclear reactor. You also can create iron parts, and this is made by just the 4 iron ingots. Could use them, but whatever. So 4 iron ingots like that, you get some iron parts. You also need 2 of them as well for the reactor core, which comes, oh no, sorry. The reactor core is another thing you'll need for the reactor, nuclear reactor. So if you get your refined uranium, which you had before, so you need 8 of that and 1 refined plutonium. So if we grab that and then we put it into a square with a refined plutonium in the middle, it gets you a nuclear reactor core. The next thing you'll need to do is create an aluminium, and from that you can create a bomb case. So if you put iron in the furnace you get aluminium. So I was going to show you that, but I did it all by accident. Here, can't we? Just shove that in there, and then with the aluminium we've just created, if you put it in another X shape in the crafting table, we got ourselves a bomb shell, and you will need 4 of them as well. So grab yourself 4 of them. As you can see, it's created aluminium. So if we put aluminium back in the chest, next thing is the nuclear reactor. So nuclear reactor is created with 4 graphite, 2 iron parts, 2 reactor cores, and a nuclear 2 reactor cases and a reactor core, which I've showed you how to build about 2 seconds ago. Let's hope. I think that's actually the wrong way around, but I'll change that around in a second. Yeah, so we just swap the like that, and you get a nuclear reactor, and you'll need that to create. If we go over here now, we'll leave this bit for a second, but if we go over here, we create a nuclear bomb. and C4. So to create the nuclear bomb, you need to create some C4, and that is made by putting 6 gunpowder and 3 redstone into your crafting grid like that. So it's pretty cheap, and it's quite a good thing. This can actually also be used just to blow up, which I'll show as an example in a second. So that's you've got your C4. You need 4 C4 and the 4 bomb cases, which I showed you before, and the nuclear reactor to create your nuclear bomb. So if we put the nuclear reactor in the middle, I think we swap those over. So if we just put there, bombshells around the outside, and you've got yourself a nuclear bomb. Now, if we just hop into creative a second, so we go game mode 1, and we grab ourselves a bit of TNT, a couple of levers, switch back into survival. We need a couple of levers, don't we? Okay, don't need a slash, game mode not. I've got single player commands on, by the way, which is, I can do that. If you haven't noticed already, I'll show you in a second what we're going to do. Now, I haven't tested this yet, but there's also armor in the game, which is added by the mod. So you can create this sort of anti-radiation armor, and it's actually pretty cheap to make. So if we make these now, and this is for the head, and this is the most expensive, I think, actually, because you need a bit of glass in it as well. The trousers, but anti-radiation helmet, I don't know if that's a spell. This is the anti-radiation armor, which isn't actually, I thought it would be more expensive. I mean, made out of wool, I'm not sure that's right, but whatever. Get the boots. I think I missed out the chest. My bad. Boots and the chest which is here. 3 iron ingots and 5 wool. So if we get our wool, anti-radiation chest, if we pop this armor on, can't shift click. Let's see how well this works. That is pretty pimping, I'm not gonna lie there. So those are the basic things you can create in the mod. There's also something called like a nuclear tool, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's got any uses in the game at the moment, so I'm not sure how to make that one. But if you want me to show you that, then just ask me and I'll add it to the end of the video some other time. If you haven't already noticed and you haven't seen my other series, this is a series I've been doing with Kai. It's my 2 lives in Minecraft world, and I'm going to be doing some testing with you. So if we just show off how big TNT explosion is. This is just your standard TNT, and yeah, there you go. It doesn't drop all the blocks, and you end up being able to fill it in properly. So that's your standard TNT. Next is a C4, which is may kill me. So if we put that down in this old house, it's a bigger explosion and it's quite good. It's an instant, so you can't run away from it. It didn't blow up as much as I thought it would. But yeah, that's your C4. I'm pretty sure it does make a bigger explosion than the TNT, and it also drops all the blocks as well. So last but not least, we have to blow up my house, obviously, because it's just me, isn't it? We get rid of all these torches. Now this is also instant, so this is definitely going to kill us, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go into creative. Game mode 1. I'm just going to grab some redstone. I can get a little bit further away. Put it down. Damn it. This actually might not be as effective because of water, but I'll give it a go. I've never actually done this before, so I hope it works right. Let's put that down there. So far we can go with this water right there. And this is going to be a big explosion, so hold on to your horses, and yeah. Oh, well, it was not as big as I first thought it would be. I've never actually done that before, so yeah, but it also drops all the blocks which have been destroyed, so that'll be very handy for mining. There's a lot of shit down here. Kind of want to try that again, but I don't have another bomb. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this mod spotlight. It's been quite a long one, but it's quite a good mod. It adds a lot of dynamic stuff to the texture, to the original Minecraft, and it just gives you a few more options when building and stuff. I haven't had any glitches with it yet, so basically it's just drag and drop into the Minecraft zip file, and works perfectly. So the armor wasn't pretty much effective. Then again, it was made out of wool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.